No abo aha aye Pent Radio 100.1 FM you kumase asokwa Pentecost House. Original ya akan kase enefie de ena ebraso se yede ebro. Ena se enkoma ohinere spices na fin so ohinere no dari pardon moksa wonom abaso ya sisi kafem. Ene de kika ho nyina enti mekamfo de ma se onso kodwama so a kodwa so na so pebi de akogu fie san se be meduane na aye kama aduane ebeye de wonom ena aso ya se ewo kase mu san so na adwempa hene kofi mensa wo boy chidom edi free kase dem honom. Oko technical room on master okay and if you didn't was streaming live and every at the MIA I can come for you me or any banya come name. Mame Ajua ahinkra kechi. Waka see any more and some no dia obeti be any same. O man Penny John Dramani Mahama dia to atimwafo when him say one hwesa temmo wo hono mu a day a reshimu ebebro omanfo. Ejumara program no asha se we ye ne fa edi kan kra na mampanyin abedi eche e de ato mabunu nanim se wo madwuma omonye no omehwe se aban ebenya so emfa so Ghana aban ene eye Japan aban a wonam ejai kaso wonom asai contract ana se wodo wonsa sha pamanti ase a 3 billion yen ena wode eba beyi akwan ahodo ewo kumase ena afin so asante mantemu ewutu senyam na shebedwani si esum emmene ne manfo enti wo mu hia 10 million Ghana cedis na wo mu de afixe wo mu light ya edundum no ensem binom ka ho ne atena se na wie yi ede ebra so wigina ye akan kase wo Pent Radio 100.1 FM eso ye dane ye hotia wane ye abofo nkrato ede kase ne chirimo ebeto awoso
Midofo a minu ho agro na say die waduane ne da no ayesronko
anio mura ohinere spices abefi aduane de ayesronko ohinere chicken seasoning se wo toto wo chi ana wo ye akokọ nam ho bibia fakakra som
froye no
ohinere stew seasoning no be manageta
jollof no
ohinere jollof seasoning ma no hwam ni odew mu odew
fried rice no kra die
ohinere fried rice seasoning e ma me fredwa frede aponchin kakra no me do ohinere go seasoning na ye asam na ne se mira ohinere seasoning powder ya woni beef shrimp noodles any de keke ka ho anunsu de aduane ne hwam ne de no ubedie dibio enti obapa ohinere spices abama yen aduane no aye de efrise ne die ne nso aye de
ohinere spices de
e wodwa hodromu eto phone for 020-780-5398 and 0244-525908 FDA agi edwedien kratoi atum.
Yama kwa bade baka siya no so fe yemu ramu ni yemfa ensemno ni nchiremu yemfa entwa woso. Enra ena omampani John Dramani Mahama wonam no tumi agana mamra de amano ne so ema wono so esai eye atemuafo beye se aduonu baako a wonum nyina eko eye appeals court anaso wonum kwakwe justices for the appeals court na wode wonom akofinansha wonom ensem no na wode to wonom anim ese won hwese temu adwuma no obeye waye ne yie no ama obuo mapa aba ho wose won hwese atemu ho yi se wo yie obi atan anasa asamba be di court na se asotwen bi eba anasa obu atan na ma atemu no emfa arehemu ni nkranhye femre omanfo nemum enyade a emamafo na ehihye obi antomam na wode akoda aise yeni arehemu atemu adwumani mo wase atemuafo monhwe na monye adwuma ni yenamfa arehemu emre omanfo.
Citizens have openly and sometimes harshly questioned judicial decisions. But I want to say clearly, criticisms of judgments is not the end of hope. It is the evidence of hope. It shows that Ghanaians still believe in the courts, that justice still matters, and that verdicts have meaning in their lives. What we must guard against is cynicism, the corrosive belief that the courts no longer serve the people, but only the powerful in society. To rebuild trust, our courts must demonstrate in word and deed that justice is not compromised by status, wealth, or political convenience. So to you, our new justices, I say, let your judgments not silence criticism, but inspire confidence in our people. Let your judgments reassure Ghanaians that while we may debate outcomes, we can never doubt your integrity, your impartiality, and your fidelity to the national constitution. Our reset agenda is not only about rebuilding infrastructure or expanding the economy, it's also about fostering a more inclusive society. It is also about renewing our institutions, restoring the faith of our people in the pillars of our democracy. A judiciary that delivers swift, fair, and transparent justice is a cornerstone of this reset that we talk about. And that is why the NDC 2024 manifesto commits us to reforms that will make justice more efficient and accessible to our people.
Ani awutie ye Ghana mampani John Dramani Mahama wono ena ede ensemi etudwa.
Eye abane ni swade hu no se yensi kasem ebetimi afa ne ntampefra enti wode dwumadie bia yeto ne din se adwumawura aba ebema emabunu dodo na enya adwuma ye na ne fa edikan kra no ekoso ewo CD room conference room no ewo University of Ghana na eno na mampanyin abedeche Professor Nana Jen Opoku Ajeman ekopie mo ewo dwumadie na se na mabunu pim do 10,000 ayede womo ebefa entity ye mu no de to omanim se womo fa entity ye mu wie na womo wie adwuma womo beye no womo hwese Ghana ebenya emfasupim ewoso.
Remember that as the first cohort, you are pioneers of this program, and it is set to change the face of entrepreneurship in Ghana. Your example and outcomes will affect those coming after you. The government and our partners will give you the foundation. We are rooting for you. You must be actively responsible for the building process, and I have no doubt that you will. You will set the standard and prove that with the right support, Ghanaian entrepreneurs will build businesses that are strong, sustainable, capable of transforming our economy. This program exists because of your potential, and it will succeed because of your commitment. On behalf of our President John Dramani Mahama, the government and peoples of Ghana, I urge all of you not to lose sight of the gravity of this moment. Carry yourselves as trailblazers and build businesses that will provide for you and your families, employ others, solve community problems, and contribute to the national growth. Let us leave this venue with the conviction that every entrepreneur we empower today is taking an important step towards the Ghana we want.
Professor Nana Jen Opoku Ajeman eye mampanyin abediechi.
Mamemfa wo entwa so e na yenkopie mo ewo aseye hwe sikasem eso na enei Ghana ban na afensi Japan ban wonam eye JICA eso Japan International Cooperation Agency wonom edwon sasha apamasia wo tabiri sika 3 billion yen wode ba omai Ghana mu na wode aba besiese yakwan a ewo Asante Mantem titiri Kumase na ononyamfo Dr. Kiso Atofosen bra wode ne nsa Sakrata ya se ewo Ghana aban mu wo si Ghana aban anan no ne nsa sakrata ya se no che se ye ni so pa Ghana aban enso ni so anamo a Japan en afin so Ghana etuo ene ayonkofa eda yentem we enye de dikan ye ni Japan atena ye pa na ebesi enne no ye ni da so age se ye ne mo ewo ayonkofa we eye Dr. Kesa Atofosen.
I'm privileged again to be here today to sign once again on behalf of the people of Ghana a grant agreement financed by the Japanese government represented by JICA to invest $20 million equivalent, about 3 billion Japanese yen to finance the construction of a very important. It's so beautiful. We see the fact that Santase roundabout all the way to 100 is going to see a massive facelift. We are seeing some part of the road going to see almost about 4 lanes or 3 days in some cases. And I'm sure the good people of the Kumasi, Santa Senabodi area will be getting a massive relief. So on behalf of the people of Ghana, we thank JICA, the Japanese government, for such a favor done us. And we want to say that we appreciate this partnership over the years. You know, our president has a special spot for JICA. He once upon a time worked with you at the embassy. And so I know that he will be extremely happy to hear that finally we have signed this important road project.
Na ora aye Rotaro Oda wano ena ejina Japan aban enemu anase wo senior representative at the JICA Ghana wano ena ejina Japan aban enemu a wode sa sika ye ba anase wode krata ba ye ema wasensan na no so ena wo kire mu say akwan wono ba be ye de ekumasefo mo beto mo pa akwan akese ne titiri we free santase ede ba hojo runabout akwan ye ba be na bonta afei ba bia omanfo temamufo monam a pavement to ye ba betrem enya de obi aho behia ne biem ena afen so akwan ahodo gates ahodo emu asisi gates ayenyi ye ni nyina ye ba ye eno eye Japan aban na musina na senior representative Emma JICA nene eni.
So the inner ring road is one of Ghana's most critical transport arteries, linking the N6 and N8 roads within Kumasi and forming part of the Takoradi Tema Ports and Ouagadougou corridor. However, as traffic volumes have grown, the existing two-lane sections and low-capacity intersections have become major bottlenecks, creating chronic congestion, reducing transport efficiency, and affecting the safety and well-being of road users. So this project directly responds to these challenges by widening 3.2 kilometers of the inner ring road between the Santashi and Ahojo roundabouts, upgrading intersections and introducing modern traffic signals, pedestrian facilities, and drainage systems. The road will be transformed into a safer, more efficient, and more reliable route. Notably, the Santashi roundabout next to the N8, a road Japan has previously supported, creating strong synergies between the two projects. So the impact will be clear. Travel speeds are projected to more than triple. Journey times will be significantly reduced, and the movement of both passengers and freight will be greatly enhanced.
Na chese akwatempo ahodo efri Kumase edeko Cape Coast ne kwan ni nyina na chese enya semkutua ba bejina ne nai so na no for governance Kwame Agboja wono aye road minister wono ena asoye isikai eba na asoye wo kire ye ese wo hwe akwan ahodo bi a aban ye twa mu sha se no so wono mantimi anwie okwaje ebi hu sika ebi kra mpote se eye swami interchange wantimi anya wenim nyina sikai ebehwe na aye CCA adwuma we nyina yebeye.
Indeed, Kumasi is a very strategic city in our country, and the traffic situation is such that when you move from the south to the north, the obvious route currently is going through Kumasi, and the delays and the loss of productivity that everybody suffers by going through Kumasi needed to be addressed. Even if you're just driving around Kumasi, government is not only waiting for development partners' support. You will notice that government itself over the years have done investment in Kumasi. As the President Mahama's government took office, there were other significant projects initiated through other sources that stalled. Swami Interchange is one of them. The President directed the Finance Minister graciously took over that project to be completed under a big push project. Secondly, dealing with the north-south traffic, government has also taken the opportunity to start the outer ring road. What you are doing is the inner ring road, basically preventing traffic or giving an alternative to traffic that is not intended for Kumasi, not to even enter Kumasi at all. So we are going to do about, Douala is about over 40 kilometers from the Jisu all the way back to intersect with the road leading to Mampong. That project has already been procured with the government resources, and contractors should be mobilizing to site as we speak.
Na eno aye onunyam for governance Kwame Agboja road minister na neti no
Mrasho bedwani mo adehua omowo ewutu senya eye na koyo okuno wakasa se so bepie mo ewo awutu senya traffic light no enye adwuma wo ho ne nyina sese enti ama esum ena emne ne manfo ohaw ne amane bebre apinisie na ne manfo efam akromfo ati atese ewo ho eno nti no sika wo behia na sa traffic lights no omudi besiesie eye 10 million Ghana cedis.
When the technical team from the roads came here, they made mention of stalls, containers, sitting on their main equipment or the operational equipment or their motor. From their assessments, it would take us about 10 million Ghana cedis to fix that thing. Personally, I would also write to the regional command office so that they can know particular areas they can deploy their people to. Then we can also enforce it with some task force to also augment with the security.
Anyway, shibejani ma dishi omuwa ewutu senya na koyo okuno na enu achino ena adishie bia ewo ho enso ede wo hawo wo mo efemu etudwa esei
ya ba me yaka se be bia wo ti traffic light traffic light there eni kwa se wo si umbrella ebe ma traffic light na block no ya nyina agi tumu sa.
I've fallen a victim twice, and then the first one was a car, the second was a motorbike.
When we close our shops and go to our various roads, the patrol team doesn't go to where shops are. They always patrol on the main street, but the thieves to hide themselves within the shops and do their operation.
Anyway, adishie bia wo mo ewo kasoa traffic light access say esunsun swanso a ede abre wo mo eno madan edi no
enra ena omampani nipa mako aduonu baako wo hye wonom ahinche ede wonom eko eye appeals court se wonom enkonko ya temuafo wo appeals court na judge baako a wono eka wanipa dodo na enim no Justice Daniel Mensah na Justice Daniel Mensah obi a ene Ghana ha oboni dia obi anim ne se wona edoma hene na yebisa no ese wo hwe galamsey a eneyi age atese age yensas ne ekwa yeboso nanka ye ka se state of emergency ye declare se na usi adwonfa no chese state of emergency de debi min susu se wo se yede ekọ no yentie Justice Daniel Mensah na no disem.
It has not come to that. Let's look at how much, we garner in respect of mining. I mean, once you declare state of emergency, the question is who can do? If we are not able to get that resources, there will be a gap. How is government going to? So there's a need for us to do it. As for mining, nobody will argue that there shouldn't be mining, but it has to be mined responsibly. That is all the whole thing. People who are doing galamsey, we are destroying ourselves. There's a need to start.
Na we here no say wasre na nanom so na fensu traditional leaders say wonum enhwe na wonmo na yenkun fentia eye galamsey.
So I'm calling on all Ghanaians that this is the only thing that our ancestors left for us. So we don't have to destroy the water bodies. We don't want to destroy our cocoa farms, and ensure that we do farming in the right way so that, we can all, be happy as Ghanaians. I want to appeal, especially as a chief. We the chief should not say we don't have the power. If somebody could do it, it's in the jurisdiction, and not allowing people to do it. Why can't you do it? In Doma, if you come there, I'll arrest you and give you to the police so that you'll be prosecuted. I want to appeal to everybody. They should ensure that the people should not engage in galamsey, because if you do it and you are arrested, you know the consequence for it. It will not be good for all of us.
Justice Daniel Mensah nidino no.
Fangobo eyade a emma ne homene so pa me mani muso. Na ne nyina kwagina se ye sika cedi no ene dollar no se wode ekwato nsane ni a ewomu a na dollar na tia ba fam etina fangobo no so atia ba fam kakra dollar ne ma ne homene so a ewo se fangobo no ekosoro na subuani nyina no yade sa yede ebo Bank of Ghana se omodwuma se bi omuntimi nye ne yie na entimi ema yesika sem no enyina ne nanso mafango bo no eso entimi entie Chief Executive Emma Chamber of Bulk Oil Distributors Dr. Patrick Ofori wode nano ato ensemi no say Bank of Ghana for wo mo ye wo mo die bia enti ema ye nye boni aye na ye nkase wo mo enana mo so ema fango bono entimi enyina baby a ewo se ejina.
You cannot actually be too insensitive or ungrateful to Bank of Ghana. And Abbas know the numbers because we were both more or less copied on that email. You check from July, we had almost 300 million support from the central bank. It reduced a bit in August to almost about 190. That was from the central bank alone. And in September, the central bank really did well, exceeded over almost $310 million to our bank that we bidded for. So on their part, they are trying as much as possible to ensure that they are able to use fuel prices to control inflation, as the IMF and the other team has projected that they want the year to end at inflation at around 8%.
Dr. Patrick Ofori, Chief Executive, Emma Chamber of Bulk Oil Distributors.
Yamfakase ne engrama no ne ensemu na ye kwa kopie mo King Charles. Wo ye Prince Williams. E to nan so ade na King Charles. Wo ye Prince Williams. E to nan so ade na be no se hwe ensakraye ne sesaye pa wo madwum. Na saa ensakraya meye ewo ahensem no ho no memfe no ntudwa sisi a nemom mesusu se eye adepa ebeboa enti eye ensakraya papa na me semba bedi sa akonwa na me de beba enya de a misuro ho ese betimi ahame ayade a madadwen ho no mahu se eye enti saa ensakraya na etimi eba ebetimi aboa ewo UK na afen so ya hensem no ho we ene ensem a efre eye US Prince Williams ne kasa na yede eba are share kasa ni nyina asi yanhwe dia edi emu akotene ebie Omampani John Dramani Mahama edi ato atemuafo anim se wonhwe sa temu adwuma no edi areshimu ebebro manfo Mampanyi abedieche edi ato mabuna wo manya akwanya ewa adwuma wura program ni mu se wo mohwe se adwuma wo mu bebie no ede mfaso ebebre oman Ghana Japan abai ene Ghana abai de wonsa asha entiasia pamasia 3 billion yen wode babis si anaso wode babe ya kwan awodo ewa santimantim ni titiru eni kumase awutu senya emro shebedwani so dia to just 10 million ena wo hia wode be fixe omo lighter edundum no ena se nkoma ohine raise by so na fin so ohine non-dairy powdered milk se wonom eso ya sensika feme de kase no ebrewo adwempa hine ebo ya chidom edifri kase dem honomo se ke okay ni streaming live o Facebook ede amayen akinkan for na eyeme ohine banya komene mame ajua ahenkra kechiri yame adoma no numa tosumienu ebopem a obesan atien